Hello, good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Lights. It's been a whole week since we played some games and looked at some birds ornithologically. I've got, well, I don't know, feeling a bit under the weather. Got this summer cold that's going around, and it's 4 million degrees, which is not helping. But I don't feel too bad. If I have to cough, I'm going to try and mute myself so that you don't have to listen to that. Not very relaxing. I was supposed to do some homework over the week and write down what our priorities were for the game. Didn't do that. So, and my memory's even worse than it was last week. So, yeah, we're just going to have to see where we go. I think at the end of the last episode, we had just about received... Alan had given us another direction to go in, and we had been and crafted some things and whatever. So half the battle with this is me trying to remember what we did last time. Anyway, let's take a look at the game and see where we get. So there's a lot of news in gaming in the last week. A lot of crazy things happening. The Steam machine, which was a thing I was theoretically interested in, if it was going to be 600 quid, is like £1,000. It looks fantastic. Industrial, like very well organised, repairable design. All the things that I like. It's too much money for what it is. I mean, I had been intending to build a PC before this AI thing ruined the prices of everything. So, there's a theme. That was too much money, and for what it is. Then also, they've started talking about how are you going to be able to buy and watch... Sorry, how are you going to be able to play Grand Theft Auto 6, which is now on the cards, and I think it's November or something like that. So they want you pre-order it. They want your money now, and they want either £70 for the game, but not all the game, or they want £90 for the game with all the things included that you should have got with it in the first place. I don't know how critical the things are that they've cut out, but it's like access to being able to modify classic American muscle cars, which is like that's the one of the bits that I want. Am I going to have to pay 90 quid? Anyway, to make it a little bit more insidious, they've made it so that you cannot buy it on a disc anymore. So previously, I might have got together with someone and said, look, do you want to pay 45 quid each? And I'll buy it and send it to you and you can play it, and then when you're finished playing it, send it to me and I'll play it. Because it's a single player game. Can't do that now. If you buy it in a box, they'll send you the box, and it has a piece of paper inside with a code that you type into the PlayStation Store to get the game. I'm starting to feel very old. Anyway, we're playing this on the PS5 and it looks fine, and there's plenty of other games I haven't played, so we could do them instead. Over there, Architect Artifact N6M, that was the new waypoint that we got from Alan at the end of the last episode, so I think that's what we're going to go and have a look at. I'm just going to check if I have enough things in my... So I've got spare batteries for the tools that I'm carrying, and I picked up the spare... Did I pick up the spare things? What else did I pick up here? Spare power cells. No, they're all batteries. Oh, right, okay, wait a minute. Battery. Oh, okay. I'm talking rubbish. That was all batteries. Where's the power cell charging? Oh, there it goes. Right, okay. So we got a power cell fully charged as well. And Talon is here. Hello, Talon. You only know you're here because Ian has spoken to you. I'm gonna go to press the... Oh no, I can't. I was into technology for the last 20 years, but I'm being defeated by it constantly now. I tried to touch screen there to change it on the iPad, but I'm using the iPad as an external monitor. I almost laughed. Yeah, I mean, the price is just insane for what it is. I mean, I know you can't build a PC cheaply now. You might be able to build something similar for that sort of price, but you're... yeah, I don't get it. And you know, and then it's another 100 for the controller, and I quite fancy just using an Xbox controller or something if I was doing something like that. People will pay it. Yeah, well, that's the problem, isn't it? I mean, it's insane, but already sold out in Japan. All the ones that were allocated to Japan all sold straight away. Yeah. Anyway, the hobby of playing stupid little games is just going to get more and more expensive, and the quality is good. The quality of the games is amazing now, but I don't see where all the extra money is going to, apart from some billionaires or something. I'm being incredibly posh today. I'm drinking San Pellegrino imported Italian fizzy water from a jam jar with a handle. So I've gone 1000% posh today. What's the point? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, the new games are fancier looking than the old games and things like that, but are they more fun? There's the question. Are they actually? I was just watching a video today about how Grand Theft Auto 5 had more stuff on it when it was on the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, which they removed when they put it on the PS4 and then the PS5 and whatever. There was actually like extra weather, and there was police that would sit at the side of the road and wait for you and stuff like that they scrapped, and so they were actually making things worse as things went on. Yeah, Half-Life 2, amazing game. It came out when I was in first year at university. Half-Life 2 came out, and there was a guy in our dorm sort of area that had like he'd built or bought like a really fancy computer, and when the Half-Life 2 came out, we were just like in awe of how good it is. I've played it so many times, but it's just fantastic. Hello Keith, welcome to the stream also. Talon's here, Murphy's here. I think Keith's getting it a lot hotter than us, Ian. I think it's a lot worse down there. We're talking about how incredibly expensive it is to be a video gamer in the year 2026, and how the cost of everything. Grand Theft Auto was 90 quid. Steam machine, which looked like a good sort of thing if you had a library full of Steam games, which I do have, is 30 quid. No, 30 quid? What am I talking about? £1,000, basically, if you want enough storage to store your games and all that sort of stuff. I don't get it. Anyway, we're playing this underwater adventure called Subnautica Below Zero, because it's also above the surface, it's freezing cold, and we're going to this artifact, and we're going to take our sea... don't know. We could take the prawn, but I don't know. I think we're going to take the sea truck, because we haven't used it for a while. 100%. Oh, that's why I was carrying this. That's the other power cell charged up. It's still 29 degrees. Oh my god. I mean, it's down at... I think this room at the moment is like 23, and I've got the fan on a little bit, and it's just about bearable. Yeah, we're not used to I'm not used to that stuff here. I luckily have a brother-in-law who's an air conditioning engineer, so if it ever gets to that point up here, I'm sorted. Maybe. $29. I don't know what 29 is in Fahrenheit, but but it has been nice. But I think tonight, tomorrow, maybe. There's some serious thunderstorms, lightning storms coming. I don't know, I ended up on some page that was tracking like where lightning is likely to happen, and it's going to be pretty full on. Oh, I forgot about the speed boost. Right, okay, now what are we looking at here? How far away is that? 900 and something. Oh, it's quite far. Okay. 85. Yeah, 85 Fahrenheit. Yeah. They're talking about it getting to 100 degrees Fahrenheit here in London and stuff, which is kind of unheard of, or it's probably happened before, but like they say since records began and all that sort of stuff. But no, we're not used to it. Basically, they don't have the infrastructure for it. Store, shops, hospitals, things like that are not air conditioned, so it becomes pretty serious pretty quickly. Once it gets to that sort of level, none of the public transport's air conditioned, so going on a bus, going on a train, just absolutely sucks. I mean, it sucks anyway because somebody will be playing drill music or whatever they call it, with no headphones, just like on a Bluetooth speaker. Or if public transport could get more unpleasant, that's how when to go, is when it's really hot. Windows that won't open, or you might have windows that open and then you get in a fight with an old lady who you open the window and then they shut it immediately, and then you open it again and then they shut it, and then you go, well, how long are we going to go on like this, battling each other? Had a water fight, yeah, that's the proper thing for a day like this. I saw it in the supermarket, I haven't seen it before. I don't know if it actually is any good. It's like, the annoying thing about having a water fight used to be filling up all the bombs. But you can just buy a thing that has one, you attach it to a tap and then it fills like 50 water balloons at once. That's my kind of technology. Oh, okay. Looks like we're going down here. I think we're going to have to leave the old sea truck now. What's going to fit in there? Nah, not a good idea. Okay. We've got pretty advanced diving technology now. Some gold. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, all good stuff. Lithium. Oh, right. What was my plan? We were going to scan the lithium. You can't do it. So how do you add it to the thingy? That was one of the things I was supposed to look up. Right, we better get a move on before we drown. And hope that there's air down there. Right, here we go. Ah, sorry, it's right here.
Another site found, but I cannot yet tell whether the others survived. Still, it holds valuable information. I hope you will find more.
Right, this is a brilliant place, because look at all this lithium. Remember when I was praying for lithium last time?
Fragmented, repeating. I am struggling to locate them precisely.
Fragmented images. Why would that happen?
I can only theorize that the locations are deep and shielded by a refractive material.
Oh, I'm taking that.
Perhaps amongst large crystal
The power cube. Right, I'm going to take this stuff up and fill the truck and then come back down and pick up anything else we can find. This was a nice little boost. I mean, maybe it was... we were supposed to come here to get that, I don't know. So we got more of these ion cubes. I haven't looked into the... when we go back, we can look at the ion batteries. Sorry, I'm losing it here. I just read the way in which Ian ended the water fight, which is I mean, that's like... that's worse than a nuclear bomb, really, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to drown, I'm going to drown. Okay. Some good minerals down here, so we'll head back down and get some more of that. Oh. Alan's calling us. What happened? Oh, message in the log. Oh. Okay, our searches have been useful, but ultimately I have no definitive evidence as to the fate of my people. Oh, okay, we can play it. Why didn't it play? Interesting.
Our searches have been useful, but ultimately I have no definitive evidence as to the fate of my people. The network I hoped to rejoin may no longer exist. I cannot feel it. I suppose the human reaction would be to maintain hope. A survival instinct. Having no choice, I shall emulate you. It seems rather inefficient, but I will have to go home and see what awaits me. The only other alternative is to perish alone. The worst inefficiency by far.
They're gonna pull the Alexander the Jar in this, aren't they? And you're gonna end up having to fight Alan later on or something. Oh, right. Sorry, I meant to dump all my stuff. I hope that's not the case. But I didn't really want to get right into them. Why can't I go into the back? This... I just want to go... I didn't want to go straight into the... That's what I wanted to do. Okay. I don't know, because I was on an angle there, it didn't like that. Okay, let's store some stuff. Torpedoes can go in here. That thing. Okay. Lithiums, kyanite, nickel. Okay, that's good. Ah, that's good, Keith. Yeah, I hope they have a good time. The big, well, actually tonight I got invited to go to see Metallica. I met some people that I haven't seen for years and years and years, and they were going and, oh, you should come, you should come. And I was like, but the tickets were 150 quid, so it's too much. Well, it was just a bit last minute, so if I had planned it in advance, I didn't even know they were playing. But then I started watching some videos on YouTube and stuff, and they're pretty good for it. Hetfield must be 60 something, I don't know. Those boys can play, and they got a big show that goes along. You know, it's a stadium show. But so I guess I'll enjoy more of that on YouTube. One of the best videos I've seen of them is playing in Manchester. And it's absolutely chucking it down with rain, and they're outside, and you know, they're in a stadium, but they're outside, and the water's beating off the guitars while they're playing them, and the you know, like the drums and everything are absolutely soaked. How they didn't just end up slipping and falling over and whatever, I don't know. But I know, but they haven't quite embraced the dynamic pricing thing here yet, Talon. I'm sure it's coming, but it hasn't got as crazy as it is over there yet. I'm sure it'll be happening sometime soon. I don't know what 150 is in dollars. It's maybe like $250 or something. Well, we got plenty stuff. We can't say that we didn't do a full search of this area, and the main thing that was important was we got lots of lithium. Because diamonds and this other stuff, we're not actually doing much with them. Right, let's not drown. A week ago before I started looking into them, Ian, I would have said the same thing, but some of the videos were so good, man. I mean, I don't know, maybe they're editing them to make themselves look better, but there was some cracking looking. Oh, right, let's just get some air first. There's a bit of something to scan there, which might be something that we don't have because they've led us down here, so I will say I hate the drummer from Metallica with, like, pretty much all of my being, because it's like the biggest arsehole in the world. But the rest of them seem to be alright. I like the bass player. Even Hetfield I didn't like for a long time, but he's kind of like mellowed out, it seems, after he stopped drinking and... But yeah, I really hate Lars. Just for the whole... Metallica got famous off of people trading tapes, which is basically piracy, but they didn't mind because it got them really famous. And then for him to try and shut Napster down and go off against piracy and stuff like that. Not cool, not rock and roll, man. And his $50 million Los Angeles mansion and this, yeah. Not even that good as a drummer. I like the fact that you've invented a new swear word. Cunch. Quite like that. Yeah, I mean Hetfield, he was an arse as well, but he seems to be... I kind of like... I've got some sense of awe in the fact that he's doing what he's doing at that age, and he's putting on a good show, and he sounds good, and he's playing, you know what I mean? It's just like... I don't know. I don't think... I would like... It would be cool to be in a band, but I don't think I would want to be... Ian's such a master of swearing that he's inventing new swear words as we go, which are even more offensive than the old ones because we just ran out of... We didn't have enough. There wasn't enough swearing in the old swear words, so we get making up new ones. So we've got cunch, which is what between a word that I won't say and another word that I won't say. But it means you're a bit of both, I guess. Okay, so we helped out Alan, who's now sounding a bit not too happy with how things are going. Oh, I didn't scan that thing. What's that? What is that? I'm going to scan it just in case. Nope, that's the wrong scanner. Thermal plant. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, I have to... I'm just muting myself there when I'm coughing. So... hopefully get rid of this cold soon. But, right in the middle of summer, it just seems to be everybody's got it. I will once again lay most of the blame on nieces and nephews, because every time I see them, I seem to get some sort of nursery transmitted super disease. I think I would actually feel fine if it wasn't for the heat, but... Ah, there's another bit of... We get the thing? I don't know what the thermal plant is. I think it's possibly... those vents where the volcanic activity is. I think you can get electricity from them. Like if you were going to build a base really low down in the water, then... okay. Am I just getting... Have I already got... yeah, I've already got the thermal plant. It's just giving me titanium. Anyway, we're fine. Okay. I like these jellyfish. Really cool. Big warning at the beach here. Somebody found a... what's it called? A lion's mane jellyfish? Which I think is quite... oh, it was in Burniston. Right? There's something for, well, I don't know if it would have been on the TV in England, but for everybody else to watch, because me and Ian have seen it. Burniston is like a Scottish comedy sketch show type thing. And there's just, I don't know, it might be too Scottish, the humour in it, but it's quite funny. I've no idea if Netflix in America ever got like Still Game or things like that. But I think YouTube's got it. Look up Still Game, look up Rabsy Nisbet. Rabsy Nisbet you really might not understand, because when they brought it out originally, people in England didn't understand it, and they were talking about putting subtitles on it. Hello Freaker Fury, how's it going? I'm good, man, I'm good, how are you? We're just playing some more underwater adventures and talking about how crazy expensive video games is getting. Steam Machine is 1,000, whatever your local currency is, or more. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be $100 or pounds or Australian dollars, maybe more in Australian dollars. I'm not quite sure of the conversion. Yeah, good, glad to hear it, man. I've been enjoying the eternal battle against the alien guys. I don't know what the names are. I used to follow the Warhammers. Yeah, that was the other piece of news, was they're making the Steam OS available to any hardware. So that is a possibility. But even the Wolverine, I haven't seen that. I heard the trailer. There was a trailer came out. I haven't seen it yet. I'm into that idea. So we're going to have a look at some of the other things that we might be able to put together. Yeah, I mean, I've tried to mess with Linux before, but I guess if you know what you're doing, but you really have to like grind yourself into it to learn how it works. And then, but yeah, I think that's how the Steam Machine works. I think the underlying bit of the Steam OS must be some kind of Linux, I don't know. I mean, it does make sense, but...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I think the problem is people that have PCs and are into PC gaming are already used to... Oh, an interesting thing to talk about. People that have got PCs and are into PC gaming are already used to tweaking things and trying, having to sort of adjust things to make things work, whereas you come from the console side of things, you just kind of like put the disc in and hopefully it works. I know a guy. So, last week I was excited because we got this jukebox, and as you can see on the screen it says Miracle of Sound Deep Blue. So I played for a short amount of time. a tune from the jukebox, and this song I don't think is a song from outside the game. I think it's just the song that they wrote for the game, like the background music that's playing just now. That stream is saved in my playlist of streams for this game, has a marker next to it saying it's been copyright something because of that music. So playing that music has activated some sensor somewhere that said this stream, if for some reason anybody ever makes any money off of this stream, which isn't very likely, then they're going to be able to take the money. I mean, if it's the people that own the game, I'm not too bothered about that, but I've got a sneaking suspicion that it might not be the people that own the game, because the people that own the game would want you to be playing their game on a stream, I would have thought. Anyway, yes, not sure. So that was, I'm not going to play any more music on there just in case I become a bazillionaire streamer and I don't get paid for that video for some reason, because somebody's claimed it all. So as you can see, I'm just randomly filling up the cupboards again, so that nothing is in any sort of order, and I'm going to empty the stuff out of the cupboards in the truck. What's a close friend on PSN? I didn't know about that. I just keep getting dodgy messages from people pretending to be Ukrainian girls. And from Murphy. I don't know which ones are more disturbing, to be honest. I got so much stuff, right. I think I was had a plan about building something before I went on that tangent. I made you a video but I can't send it. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit annoying, pernickety with sending things out. Okay, where are we? Oh, there's a special for Bird of the Week this week. There's a special audio-visual presentation if I can figure out how to get it to work, which is not guaranteed. So we'll see how it goes. I've set it up. I think once again OBS actually has been fairly. I know everyone's had problems with it, but has been fairly. What do you call it? Problem free. I'll say that, something like that. But the way that it handles, so I'm trying to play the video from YouTube, and because I don't have it locally, so you can put a browser window as one of the backgrounds in OBS, but you can't just click in it to do things. You have to open another window to click on to start the video. So I'm trying to make it nice and smooth, like you're watching television or something, but I highly doubt it's going to be like that. We'll see how it goes. But what the hell is that? Oh, it's an egg. Still don't know what to do with the eggs. And I don't know why this glass container is so huge. And my phone's on Do Not Disturb and it's still beep beep beeping. Yeah, Ian's got some good videos up on his permadeath run that he's doing, but also beating some of the most horrific stuff in Dark Souls 3. Definitely check it out if you haven't been watching. Dark Souls 3 is great fun, but also pretty ridiculously hard. So, my plan was to look at some of our recipes. Benzene, flowering spore. Didn't ever find a flowering spore. Annoyingly, it looks very much like the coral that we had been looking for before. So, ion battery, ion cube, gold, silver, ore, lithium, a battery infused with alien ion technology. Ion power cell, 2 ion batteries, a silicon rubber, and a wiring kit. That sounds good, but what is it for? If I'm just going to make it and use it for my normal tools, I don't really want to do that. If it's to power like an alien suit or something, I'd be into that. So there are things that we can do, but... Oh, the cold suit, that was right, okay. So I have actually been feeling guilty, because last week, to make these cold suit things, that's so that you can stay out in the cold. It's not a make you cold suit, although that'd be quite handy today. Snow stalkers, there was a whole bunch of them and I killed them with the prawn suit, and then I couldn't take the furs. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 furs, and I probably need some sort of... Oh no, the helmet's there. Couldn't take the furs, so I killed them for nothing, which is not good. And there wasn't any option to do anything. I had my knife, the knife didn't work. Oh, this is what we were talking about, the spy pangling. And the spy pangling remote. I think we should make those, so I'm going to pin them. So when we were... we can't get back there, can we? Jellyman. Oh yeah, Phi Robotics, okay. So where Phi Robotics was, there was various places where you could deploy one of these penguins. So, we are going to first of all get some silicon rubber, which we have some of somewhere. Oh, copper wire, help us. Silicon rubber. Titanium. A couple of those. A wiring kit, which I don't think we have already pre-made. So we are going to make a wiring kit. 2 silver. Don't know if you would make wires out of silver, but anyway. Okay. So, where do we make the penguin? Is it a deployable? Oh, it is a deployable. Okay, spy penguin.
Without spy penguins, scientists may have never discovered that penguins incubate their eggs in small cave burrows, often alongside thermal lily roots.
Ooh. Okay, we didn't know that. Need another titanium for the remote control. Right, so how does this work? Put you down here. How do I put it down? Can't put it down in here? What are we doing with this? Hi Freaker. Yeah, oh, I don't have any way of sending you a picture. I messed up. I thought the exhibition was starting on Saturday, but it's on Saturday, but it's starting tonight. The opening is actually tonight. So they were in setting it all up today, and then it's the opening party or something's happening just now, but that sounded a bit busy for me. So I'm gonna go at the weekend. I could maybe put yeah, I might put, if I put a post up, I could put a picture up. But yeah, we got all the frames done, everything got hung up fine, and oh mate, Freaker, you have to play. I wouldn't start at Dark Souls 1 because the mechanics are like really outdated now. Dark Souls 3 is a good shout, Bloodborne's a good shout, Elden Ring's a good shout. They're all amazing, man. Just yeah, so I'll put a post out. My sister sent me a picture of all the stuff on the wall, so I am going to go at the weekend, so we'll have a look, and yeah, I'll put some pictures up. I don't. If I press the button, it's making like a camera picture shutter sound. I don't know if we maybe need to do this on the surface, so let's go and freak out the real penguins. Yeah, Black Myth Wukong is like, they took the same ideas, but they... Oh, yes, here we go. Okay, so we can pack him up. Now, what was the other thing I had? The remote control. What? What? Oh no! This is amazing. Tiny little mech penguin.
Deploying camera.
Oh. Oh, you can deploy the... Oh. Alright, okay. You can deploy the camera to see yourself. Right, what does this do? Oh, I got a grabber. Ian, with all due respect, I don't agree about Demon's Souls because it was the original one. And there was bad bits about it, but it still had some cool bits. The fighting the tower giant. Oh.
Until next mission.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, the person was freezing. Yeah, Black Myth Wukong is like doing the same sort of thing, but the same thing as Dark Souls does, but with Chinese mythology. But there's also like Lies of P, which is doing the same thing as Dark Souls does, but with a really messed up, like Tim Burton version of Pinocchio. Like, you're in the game, you're like Pinocchio the puppet. Like, it's so weird. It's good. The Lies of P, I didn't play that much of it, but the bit that I did play was really good. But I mean, Bloodborne really is the distillation of all that. But you do have to get over the sort of crushing difficulty at the start because it's designed to put you off. Like, part of the story is that you've got the fortitude to overcome like these ridiculous challenges and stuff. So that's cool. There's too many good games out. Right. So our plan was we were going to go to the Phi Robotics. Yeah, Liza P, like it's so weird because it's like It's like I mean, I guess all the Disney stories are kind of messed up, but you are because you're the puppet. You can have all sorts of like special abilities and stuff, like prosthetic. The game that the Dark Souls guys did that was in feudal Japan, the Sekiro, it's amazing as well. It's just too difficult for me because when you play it, it's more like playing like a rhythm game or something. You end up in sword fights where you have to like block multiple like sword moves in a row, and you sort of there's like a rhythm to the different bosses and stuff. I just couldn't get my head around it. It just drove me a bit nuts. Right, Fire Robotics is where we're going. And we're taking our remote control penguin. This game's getting quite weird. Winds of something? No, I don't think so. I think there was a free Warhammer game this month, but I don't know what it was called. Dark Tides or something? I don't know if that's any good. I just don't have any time at the moment. This 2 hours is the sort of time that I get to play this, and then on a couple of afternoons I get to play, my godchild wants to play Fortnite. So I'll play Fortnite for a bit, and begrudgingly, but it is free, so I can't get too upset about it. But it's beautiful down here. How are we doing? 60% on the batteries. I don't think we can go down here, can we? This is weird because I don't remember going through a big tunnel of jellyfish like this. Don't get stung. They're making a really weird noise. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, that could be a bit intense. I didn't realise that there was so many Warhammer games. There's one, I'm sure that somebody I know or somebody I met when I was at university is like a millionaire because they had a Warhammer game that was on mobile phones. I can't say 100% that's true. It was kind of like, I heard people talking about it. I don't know where I am at all. Marguerite's Jellyman. Alright, okay. It's just a bit that we haven't been through before. Oh, I feel like I'm going the wrong way though. Where's Fire Robotics? I mean, it's on the surface. It has to be. I think I've got spun around. Yeah, is that there? No, landing pad. What's going on? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, sorry. What was that there? Oh yeah, like a strategy game, yeah, that'd be cool. I'm part of the Steam Machine thing was like, I've got like all the old
Hollow chamber in iceberg interior detected.
Whoa. Hollow chamber in an iceberg interior. That's a nice little hint. I wonder how you get in there. Got all the old Command and Conquers, Red Alert and Red Alert 2 and what was it, Tiberian Sun and all that. I'd love to play some of them again. I mean, I'm not seeing a way into here. Yeah, I've got loads of Steam games. I mean, I want to play... I'd love to stream like Fallout New Vegas, but if you play it on a console, it sucks. And I tried to set it up on a PC, and because there's like mods to make it work properly and fixed a lot of things in it, it just got so complicated so quickly. You have to do this mod and then this mod and then this and this. Just completely lost any sort of passion for it, but it's so good the way that the story works in it. 2 seconds. I was losing my voice a bit there. Right. Please stop crashing. Firefox is this one. Yeah, oh man. That was all the great games. Red Orchestra. I forgot about Red Orchestra. Day Defeat Source. You would have thought that if Valve were trying to sell the Steam Machine thing for $1,000 dues, they would have brought out Half-Life 3 or Portal 3 or something. Portal 2 was okay, but Portal, the original Portal is one of my favourite games. Just because it's like... you can get it over and done with quickly. You don't have to be playing it for forever, but it's good and it's got a story and it, yeah, and it's puzzles. I like puzzles. Right, so our issue here is freezing to death, but somewhere around here maybe you're supposed to try and shave the fur creatures while they're still alive, but I don't know how you would do that without stabbing them. This is interesting. Oh, Soviet Strike. I had one of these old CRT monitors that was here, and I'd had it forever, and it needed repairs, and I just don't know how to do it, and you can seriously electrocute yourself with the inside of that stuff, so I didn't want to mess with it. So I sold it to a guy, but that I had Jungle Strike on as the sort of demo to show him like how it was working, sort of thing. Yeah, Soviet Strike was good. Jungle Strike, Desert Strike. Okay. And there's the Fire Robotics landing pad. Now, there was a bridge here that we were supposed to try and activate or something, but we couldn't figure out how to do that. I would just like to say I haven't really attempted any of the Days Gone challenges because I'm such an elite gamer that I wouldn't want to embarrass everybody by just getting like first place in every single challenge. So I thought I would leave it to you guys to have your fun and just, you know, you're putting the hours in to get the high score, so I'm not going to disturb any of that. I'm glad you're listening.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Alright, that's suboptimal. Oh, there's a cave here, it's me. Uh-oh. Right, so there's one of them there, right? What's really annoying is they don't have a multiplayer ability to race bikes against each other. That seems crazy. We could have a tournament of who's the best. Right, what are we doing here? Oh, don't remember that ladder. That doesn't mean anything because I don't have a good memory. Oh, I do remember this. Yeah. So we're going... Oh, that's handy. So we're going Days Gone cross with Road Rash. Is that the plan? I'll just hit you with a piece of lead pipe. Yeah, I'm not liking the look of these hailstones. Rapidly losing temperature. I need to get the cold suit. How do we get the fur? I might, just might, because there's a browser window. When we stop for the bird of the week, I might look up how you get the fur for the cold suit, because I think that might help us a lot. Because I'm gonna struggle even to get back to somewhere warm now, without taking some damage. Road rash, yeah, class. It's funny because I met a guy at the weekend that I haven't seen for like 15 years or something, and then
Hypothermia imminent.
I know. I'm gonna get to this ladder. Yeah, I just hadn't seen him for a long time, and I was watching YouTube at the weekend. Oh, 2 seconds. I was watching YouTube at the weekend and I was watching The Offspring playing, because a lot of the Offspring albums are now 30 years old, so they're playing concerts where they play the whole album from start to finish. And then it's something I had met that guy that I hadn't seen, and then I was watching The Offspring, and then I just unlocked a core memory of being at that guy's house and playing Crazy Taxi on the Dreamcast, and All I Want by The Offspring was like the title track. Like, more than half the time when you jumped in a taxi at the arcade, that song would be playing. And it was just like, gaming used to be class in that era. Like, fantastic soundtracks. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Dave Mirra's BMX, just like soundtrack CDs. Because I had a chipped PS1, so you could write your own games. So you could, if you wrote yourself an extra copy of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, you could put the disc just in any CD player and it played the music. And it was like, what? What? Not only did I get an amazing game, but I can take the music with me, and that was like just Millencolin and Rage Against the Machine and just like all bangers.
Dangerous weather approaching.
Okay,
Seek shelter.
okay. And now you get Gran Turismo and like what's the Forza Motorsport and all that, and there's no memorable music in any of it at all because they're so scared of not having the rights to the music later or whatever. Like they can't write a deal where the people that made the music don't get pissed off, and like it's just all corporate bullshit that is making everything worse all the time. I'm not saying that there aren't games with good music, because like the soundtrack for Elden Ring is amazing, and videos of that being played by orchestras and stuff like that is just like fantastic. But the era of having just like a banger of a mixed album, please go away. I'm the one to stab you. Right, I'm gonna stab you now. This went from a non-chibbin to a chibbin pretty quickly. I could also die. But what do you want? Look at your tongue. Even your tongue is disgusted by your breath. It's gone blue at the end. Ouch. But that was weird. My temperature went... It damaged me, but my temperature went up when he hit me. Okay, I was kind of talking about stabbing him, but look, I didn't mean to kill your mom and your dad and your brothers and sisters and aunties and uncles. I thought I was going to get there first. If anything, talk to the developers of the game, please. I have no idea where the place was that we were going to unleash the penguin. That was the whole point of coming here. He gave me a warm hug with his claws, yeah. It was up here, it was up here, it was up here. Yeah, it's up that hill, I'm sure. I don't want your water, thank you. Oh, this is for the... Oh, I forgot about that. There's a nice scooter, which might help us here. We need to look at that. This is like the launching pad or something, or the charging pad for the ice scooter, which is kind of an implication that if you had one here, you could park it here, possibly? Don't know. It's a pretty cool looking forklift. Yeah, the Space Marine, I mean, that game just looks fantastic. And like the sound of the guns and the... Yeah, it's good. I mean, it only seems to be games like... Well, for example, I played like the first Assassin's Creed, maybe the second one. Whatever, the one you were in Italy, Ezio or something. I remember playing that. But I never played the pirate one, and I always wanted to play it, and they're redoing it, they're remastering it or whatever. But Ubisoft just seem to make such a mess of everything that they go near. I don't know if I'm gonna risk getting it, or, you know, it's like... Even, well, the Grand Theft Auto thing's an example where, yeah, we'll release the game for £70, but you have to pay £90 if you want all the stuff. And every single bit of every single thing seems to be that kind of way now. Black Flag, that's right. We're going to cut things out of it and then... Yeah, and there seems to be... Everyone seems to be shying away from just making something that's good that would last. Like... Wreckfest has been out for ages, and okay, you have to go and like reset your save, but there's just so much good content in it. The only thing I miss from the Wreckfest thing was the guys that made Wreckfest made a game before called Fallout? No, Flatout. Flatout 2 maybe? And there was a mode that was like insane carnival games with a car. So it was like a dartboard, and then you would drive off a ramp and launch your driver out of your car to try and hit a dartboard and stuff like that. And like, the other day I was thinking about that. I'd really like to figure out a way of playing that again, because it was just hilarious. And like, well, the games were like well thought out. Like you actually had to sort of apply yourself to be able to get a good score in them and stuff. What the hell are we doing? I've just been walking around in circles forever. Oh, it's 10:05. Nobody's even noticed. So we're gonna park up in this cave. Oh, okay, moving up. Back here. Am I still freezing? Oh no, 74. Oh yeah, I am. Okay, right, hang on. I've got to go back in this cave. Yeah, Wreckfest 2 again. The PC Master Race are winning because we can't play it on the thing console yet. But I'm hyped for that when it comes out. Right, we're gonna park up in this cave and we're gonna have a look at the bird of the week, hopefully. Did Ian notice? He's forgetting to tell you. He's forgetting his thing that he does at 10 PM. I'm 6 minutes late. Okay. Let me get organised here. 2 seconds. Sorry, we're back in the game stream. As soon as I started doing things, one of those things attacked me for killing his family. So I need to get a noise there. He's battered me half to death while I was trying to change screens. That's not cool, man. I said I was sorry. Oh, that doesn't look good. I don't want to fall down there. Yeah, abandoning things out here maybe wasn't a great idea. Can you just stop following me and leave me alone? Right, he's not going to get us in here. Let's just go around this corner here. Right, there we go. And we'll save the game, just in case. Timekeeping issue. You're right, the timekeeping is right. Right, 2 seconds. Okay, so this week we are looking at the superb lyrebird. Now, I didn't know that it was called the superb lyrebird. I had heard someone say this is the superb lyrebird, but I thought they were describing the bird, but the name of the bird actually is the superb lyrebird. It's one of Australia's most fascinating and unique birds, famous for its extraordinary ability to mimic natural and artificial sounds. This species is a true icon of the country's forests. Superb lyrebirds are known to be able to mimic car alarms, mobile phone ringtones, power tools, crying babies, human voices, in order to try and make a complicated song. So they steal the songs of other birds and other noises in order to try and make a complicated song in order to attract the females. Superb lyrebird is a large ground-dwelling bird. It can grow up to a metre long, males being significantly larger than the females. The males are particularly striking due to their magnificent tail feathers, which resemble the shape of a lyre, an ancient Greek musical instrument. So there you go. That's why it's called the lyrebird. Now, as an extra part of this presentation, we're going to try and see if we can watch a short video presentation about the superb lyrebird by the man himself, David Attenborough. So let's have a look. Oh, there he is. Okay, that part worked. Right, so I need to go here. I need to go interact. Okay. And hopefully we get sound. Sound's turned up. Okay, let's play it.
What bird has the most elaborate, the most complex, the most beautiful song in the world? Well, I guess there are lots of contenders, but this bird must be one of them. The superb lyrebird of Southern Australia.
He clears a space in the forest to serve as his concert platform. To persuade females to come close and admire his plumes, he sings the most complex song he can manage, and he does that by copying the songs of all the other birds he hears around him, such as the kookaburra. It's a very convincing impersonation. Even the original is fooled.
Kookaburra is freaking out. It's like, what?
He can imitate the calls of at least 20 different species. He also, in his attempt to outsing his rivals, incorporates other sounds that he hears in the forest. That was a camera shutter. And again. And now a camera with a motor drive. And that's a car alarm. And now the sounds of foresters and their chainsaws working nearby.
There you go. The superb lyrebird. No ads, thank you. Okay, that worked. So, yeah. That was the bird of the week. Some amazing talent there. Yeah, nobody's really sure how they do it. The ability to mimic things that well. I mean, if you were a human and you really tried that, you'd be struggling. So that's the bird of the week, the superb lyrebird. And the BBC are probably coming after me after that. Anyway, thought it was good to add it in. So let's go back to the game. Yeah, I mean, I think they can. There's a huge range of sounds that they're able to mimic. I mean, is that like making the sound of the car alarm? Like you can sort of understand because it's like in the range of a noise that a bird could make. But when it starts doing the camera and the chainsaw, you're just like, what? This. So I have managed to locate myself a copy of the 1998 series The Life of Birds by David Attenborough, which is currently on its way to my computer hard drive somewhere. So there may be more clips in the future to help us learn more about birds.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
I'm sick of this place. I'm getting eaten by monsters, getting rained on. Hog Wild. That was a level in Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, the cost of gaming is just getting out of hand. It's getting a bit crazy. When the PlayStation 1 came out, we used to rent one from the video store for like 15 quid for the weekend. And you got a couple of games to play with it. And Crash Bandicoot was one of them. And I'm sure I completed it. And I can't complete it now. Or I can't complete the remake of it now because it's too difficult. So either in the 35 years in between I've got worse, or it's 35? I don't know when the PS1 came out. I'm getting sloppy in my old age. Right, we need to go up this hill, I'm sure. I think what might be drawing us back here is we had the $130, jeez. I mean, I just remember games being sort of attainable with sort of pocket money. Like if you saved your pocket money for a bit, you could get a game. That doesn't really seem like... Even like Nintendo games are like 60, 70 pounds now. It doesn't really seem like something that would be attainable for kids now. We're right, we've messed up here. I think we needed to be over there somewhere. But the way that we jumped over that was with the prawn suit. Yeah, for sure, but I just don't think that... I mean, obviously someone's buying them.
Hypothermia imminent.
Still 28. Jesus, Keith. I hope you got a fan or something. I'm gonna die here. I don't know where the... Oh, there's a cave down here. Oh no. Oh no. I can't see. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. No, okay. No. You died and lost some belongings. Oh, damn it. Okay. It was gonna happen eventually. Right, where are we? Oh, we're back at the ship. Right. What did I lose? Anything important? Maybe not. Right, let's go back and get the sea prawn, fucking prawn, and come back, and then we should be able to do what we wanted to do. Yeah, I wiped out. So thanks very much, Keith, for your kind words about the Scotland-Brazil game yesterday. Unfortunately, it didn't go to plan. We might still be in it, but probably not. Yeah, I see that freak out. It's like crazy, isn't it? Like, there's no reason why they can't leave a game in a state where it's playable. Because all the other companies that made games before them had to do that. And now they're just like, no, we're going home and we're taking the ball with us and you're not allowed to play anymore. And it's like, okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, Keith, but I think they're like too nervous or something, I don't know. Hello Vaughn, welcome to the stream. We are unfortunately you missed the bird of the week at 10 o'clock, but you'll be able to watch it back on the 100%. You don't own your games anymore. You will own nothing and you will be happy and you will eat the insects and whatever. Yeah, Vaughn, you missed the bird of the week, which was actually an exceptional presentation by David Attenborough, but you'll be able to watch it on the stream back if you want. What have you been playing recently, Vaughn? Did anyone hear what happened to... Is it Bend Studios? So they were talking about... Well, I mean, obviously they've been talking about Days Gone 2 forever, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But they were making some multiplayer game that got cancelled. Are they making anything now, or...? Oh, lots of demos for the next fest, cool. I will one of these days get a PC, maybe. Yeah, 100% co-op would be good. Taking down a horde in co-op, like, you know, being able to set traps with 2 people, and yeah, there'd be a lot of cool ideas. I mean, I think the major problem with games at the moment is the people that are in charge of the companies that are producing the games are not games people. They're suits, they're business people. And that's obviously not good for... two. Why would it be woke if it was co-op? What am I doing? Am I having to go all the way through here? Does this thing got batteries? Yes, it does. Okay, we're back in the jelly zone. How do we jump? Oh, there we go. This looks interesting. Is this the area inside the... Yeah, I think this is what she was talking about. There's a void inside the ice, the... Not the icicle, what's it called? Glacier? Yeah, I 100% agree, Freaker. It's like... They're just thinking about how... On every fact... They're not thinking about what is it that makes games interesting to people. It's like, how can we squeeze money out of these things? In what way could we design it that we would get the maximum amount of money? And that's just led to some of the most craziest decisions. Like, in Days Gone, if they were able to make it so that when you ran out of fuel on your bike and you could go and find fuel, which would be a bit of a nightmare, but you could do it. Or just pay 100 tokens and we'll refill it for you. They would do if they could have done that, they would have done that. You know, some of the suits from these companies, the Ubisoft and all that sort of stuff. I mean, there has been a game where you had to pay money for ammunition, I'm sure, a shooting game where you had to pay money for real money for ammunition. It's just like, yeah, it seems to be there's a lot of people in that industry are losing their jobs, and which is terrible, because they are actually, the people that are losing their jobs are the good guys that actually have been designing things and making the games, you know? It seems to be pretty cutthroat of a business now. Okay. Coming up on the inside of the iceberg. Weird. Oh, was it a penguin? Oh, gonna hit my head on the roof. No. Ah. Okay. Well, that was a way of getting here. Very interesting. All this just to try out this robot penguin. But this is better. At least if we travel with this, we're staying warm. Yeah, the movie, I mean, I haven't been to the movies for ages. Yeah, Vaughn, definitely. Just, I started playing this before well, I guess the new one's only out on PC at the moment, isn't it? Yeah, the new one, I haven't really seen that much of it. I've been trying to not get any spoilers on it. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think we've been here. No, this is a different place altogether. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that they'll, with the updated graphics and stuff, they'll have taken it. Oh yeah, that's good. Taking it to another level. And that's not a scanner. That's a scanner. Right. Nothing here. Oh, they're giving you good things in crates now. So, oh, Snowfox jump module.
New technology acquired.
Oof. Snowfox. Nah, keep your Weetabix, man.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
Yeah, there's, I mean, I don't know, obviously, I stream for 2 hours a week. I don't have any time more than that at the moment. There's loads of games I would like to play on the stream, but I just don't have the time. Disco Elysium, don't know if anybody's played that, it's absolutely fantastic, but it's like reading a novel and playing a game at the same time. But it's like you're a detective that's trying to solve a crime, but you wake up and you were so drunk and doing karaoke the night before that you don't know who you are. But it just goes into all kinds of like politics, and I mean, it's just amazingly written. And you're fighting bosses sometimes, but the boss that you're fighting is like, you go in to meet a guy and he makes you sit down in an uncomfortable chair, and like while you're trying to have this conversation with the guy and win him over to your way of thinking, the uncomfortableness of the chair is killing you. So, like, trying not to die from like psychological injury because of how bad this chair is. It's totally wild. It's like I've never seen or played anything like it, and it's unlikely that there will be anything more like it because all the people that, again, just game bullshit. Oh, see, this is where I killed all the thingies. It's insane. Like the story is so madly written and like tightly woven together. But all the people that were in it, some corporate guy tried to take the game over, and then he failed, and then half the people left and started a new studio, and oh man, I would be up for it. Space Marine 2. I just need to figure out. Am I right in saying that it was a PS Plus game at some point? Because I don't know if that's right. Maybe Space Marine was. I don't think I have it anyway. I haven't looked recently. Why is there water purification tablets everywhere which we haven't seen for the whole game until now? That might actually be useful because we got hit earlier. Well, oh, there's a different voice in this thing. Welcome aboard, Captain. Ah, here we go. This is a penguin station. Look at this. Right, let's try it. Oh, jeez. And get hurt at the same time. Right. Go into here, get the penguin. Oh, you're joking. I didn't pick the penguin up. I left the penguin on that island. It's not going well. I shouldn't have done. I'm not feeling well. I shouldn't have done this. Okay, so to explain to people who weren't paying attention and Vaughn who wasn't here, we had a thing called a robotic penguin, and this is a remote, or a penguin, spy penguin, and this is a remote control, and the whole idea coming here was to set it off here so that we could crawl through this tunnel using the penguin to find out what's in there. And I didn't pick him up when we tried him out on the island back at the base. So, jeez. Yeah, Ian didn't remind me. Yeah. He reminded me when I was 2 minutes late for the bird of the week, but so. Yeah, silly sausages. A tame way of putting it. Wait and see what Ian calls me. So, it's back home for us. We have achieved basically nothing on this stream, apart from bemoaning the entire video game industry. Also not entirely sure how I got here. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, this is different. Don't remember coming here. He was here. He's was he working today? I can't remember. I think he was off today. Oh, I forgot you could just grab things in this. That's cool. I remember it being not very accurate, like the grabbing motion. A bit like the claw machines at the arcade. Oh, here we go. getting a little bit better. Yeah, so Space Marine, I would... yeah, this thing, I mean... oh, jeez. Apart from it hurts you when you jump out of it. I mean, prawns have got little claws, have they? Oh yeah, I forgot about the torpedoes. I've got stink torpedoes, but I think I left them in the other thing. Yeah, it's the sea prawn, is it? The sea prawn? I've been watching a guy called Bruce Mitchell, and he's an American guy in the South, and he's doing these cooking things called a crawfish boil. And it's like you get a giant pot, and he just fills it with all sorts of random food, like crawfish, which are like big prawns that are alive. He fills them, puts hundreds of them, washes 100 of them, and then puts them in this pot. And then he puts like a giant package, you know, it'd be like a £5 bag of flour, but it's seasoning, like different Cajun seasoning or something. And he just throws it in there, and then he's throwing in hot dogs and frozen sweet corn on the cob, and it's like madness cooking. And at the end, he's boiling this thing in a massive pot outside. At the end, they just tip it into a huge bowl that looks like a big canoe. I don't know why, but there's a couple of guys in the South who can do this, and the bowls just look like a giant canoe type thing. Don't understand it at all, but it's must be a Louisiana or Tennessee or something thing. Yeah, probably, yeah. I think the same guy has done one that was meant to, like, if they were boiling crabs, it was a bit more humane for the crabs if you froze them first. Or put them in ice first, because they were like, they don't realise what's happening or something, but yeah, a little bit cruel. I mean, I'm not interested in eating crawfish at all, but I'm just fascinated by the crazy stuff that this guy's cooking. Gumbo, which is, again, it's just like loads of random, it's just so chaotic cooking, it's funny. Yeah, not frozen, like they were alive, and then they would put them in cold icy water first, and then they would put them in the hot water, I think. But yeah, I think you're right. I think lobsters, I've never had lobster, but I think they've made it illegal to do that. But then I don't know how you make sure. I thought the point of that was that you were definitely sure that the lobster was like fresh. What? Nah. They make a noise that dogs can hear. I mean, I'm not going to call you a liar. This is possible. But yeah, I've never bought a lobster. I never cooked one. I think actually I was in Australia, and I was in Australia for Christmas dinner, and someone showed up. Someone who was an antagonist showed up to the Christmas dinner with a lobster and like 3 dozen oysters and stuff. But I was really not into shellfish stuff, I don't think.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, we're back home. The prawn is charging. Good. Right, let's have another look at things that are constructible. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not posh enough to know how to cook a lobster. Although I am drinking San Pellegrino water. Right. Let's have a look. Fabric here. Oh no, let's look at the recipes, menu, blueprints. So, spy. Oh yeah, we need to find the spy penguin. I think I lost it. I'm sure I came out here and I just went up to. Right, have any of you seen a robot that looks just like you? Because I don't know what I did with it. Oh, Christ. I mean, it wasn't that expensive, but it's still annoying when you lose it. Pretty sure I wasn't on an island with any of these guys. Here, penguin, penguin, penguin. Oh, there it is over there. Is that him? Nope, don't think so. Damn it. Talking about things that give you nightmares. Look up, if you're on a computer just now, look up Pingu, the kids' TV show, the walrus from Pingu. Like, at one point this walrus shows up and it's like the most terrifying character out of anything that I've ever seen. It's absolutely horrific. Oh my god. Does it tell us here? Oh no, there's Penguin.
Dangerous weather approaching.
What's it
Seek
doing
shelter.
down there? It fell into the water. Oh, that's why we don't know where it is. Right, okay. I must have driven it off the edge. Yeah, what are you doing down here, mate? What are we doing today? What is this? Right. Imagine trying to explain this to someone from 100 years ago. Christspiracy. I'm not seen that. See documentary. See. Oh right, cowspiracy. Oh right. So are you a vegan, Vaughn? And if you are, I have questions. How do you get? How do you? What if you're vegan? What can you eat to get enough protein? Is it just mostly beans and stuff? I had a cousin that was a vegetarian, and she was a very strict vegetarian. Apart from she ate McDonald's chicken nuggets, which it's just you just can't really. Not gonna go there. Nah, not vegan. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm not against anything. I know people that have been vegetarian and vegan, something like that. But the thing that always seems to get people is being hungover and needing to have a bacon roll. Like that seems to be the thing that, you know, I've been a vegetarian for so long, but they've pulled me back in because I needed to have a bacon roll. And that's ruined it. I never liked bacon. That I don't know why. It was just like growing up. That was always the solution to that problem. There's a guy on YouTube in Leeds or something. I don't know why his videos come up on my feed every day, and he's just making the most ridiculous breakfast sandwiches. Like 6 sausages and 5 bits of bacon and 4 pork patties and 2 eggs and smashed hash browns and blah blah blah. But they just don't eat enough food altogether, yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess it depends where you live, but like finding just good like produce and stuff isn't that easy anymore. The supermarkets around here, I've got to drive like quite far to find a place that's got good like vegetables and fruit and stuff, because the big chain supermarkets just seem to be getting worse and worse all the time. Oh, legumes. Tofu, yeah. Oh, Architect Artifact N6M. Now we've been there, I'm sure. That was the last one we went to. Snow Fox jump module. Okay, well let's have a look at the Snow Fox. I'm sure we... Did we find everything that we needed for... Oh, Quantum Locker. Yeah, that was a thing. So I'm guessing if we made 2 of those, we could put one here and one somewhere else. And then transport things back here. There we go, there's a Snow Fox. Right, magnetite we don't have. Battery we do have. Lubricant we do have. Titanium we do have. So Snow Fox is a doable. And let's use the thing to find magnetite. It won't work. It never works. It never does what we want. Right. No. I'm not. Can I please? There we go. Gold, lead, limestone junk, quartz, root pustule, silver ore, table coral, titanium. No, why not? Yeah, okay. And what do you, I mean, I guess it's different for everybody, but what's the balance that you think's the best? Freaker. We've got like 10 minutes. Right, I'm just going to do a quick Google here to figure out how to add things to the scanner. Add materials to the scanner room below 0. To scan for materials, build a scanner room at your base using the habitat builder and the required materials. Ensure you have solar panels or another power source. Once your scanner room is operational, use the following interactive features inside the room to locate materials. Locate materials. Interact with the holographic display on the left-hand side of the room. Click on a specific resource from the list to scan. Note the material list is alphabetical. If a material is not on your list, it means it is not currently within your scanner's radius. Okay, that answers a question that we've been trying to get the answer to for a while. These things are all scannable because they are within the range of the scanner currently, which means within the range there is no magnetite. There are options in here. The options are speed upgrade, speed upgrade. Do we have the ability to make a range upgrade? We can, but we need a magnetite. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think you're right, Freaker. It's, I mean, I've stopped eating any sort of, basically things that I've not made myself. So no fast food, no sweets, no snacks, nothing like that. Every once in a while I might have like something as a treat, popcorn or something, but apart from that, But yeah, I think that the problem is a lot of the foods that people buy are just so full of stuff that you shouldn't really be eating now. And there's not, you know, there is options, but the option of going to the supermarket and buying all your stuff is the one that most people do. Buying buying the meat from the butcher and the produce from the produce guy and all that sort of stuff. It's fine, but if you have to have the time to do it. Cool. I'm just making sure that we 100% don't have a magnetite somewhere. Which was like a weird triangular looking thing. Yeah, that's cool, man, yeah. I mean, obviously you got a lot of experience, so that's the thing that makes a difference. Because I think the problem with all that stuff is there's just so much, especially if you're on social media, there's so much conflicting information. It's so easy to get so out of whack with trying to come up with a plan, because it's like one person will just directly say the opposite of what someone else has said. It's quite mad. Everyone's an expert, but finding true people who have actually done the thing and are actual experts is just so few and far between now, because everybody thinks they're an expert. Okay, so if we had a look at the hand scanner, which is in here somewhere. Mineral detector is what its real name is. Does it have magnetite? It does. Well, we got a few minutes left. I'm just going to go and see if I can find one of these. I can't remember where we found it before, but I'm guessing it was a deep, deep thing. Yeah, there's so much stuff. It's just, yeah. You wouldn't think about it until you yeah, just in everything there's animal products. Yeah, I don't really think we've got much of a chance of finding magnetite around here unless we were super lucky. Alright, okay.
Dangerous weather approaching. Seek shelter.
I mean, it doesn't look like it, does it? It's beautiful out here. Just wondering, this is prawn soup, and then there is a sea truck, aquarium, docking, fabricator, storage, sleeper. Oh, we could make that. Let's pin that. We got 5 minutes. So we could take the prawn suit with us on the sea truck. How about that? How about them apples? Can't call that not progress.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, I don't know, Vaughn. Like, everybody, I keep hearing that, like, oh, there wasn't any autistics in the 60s, but then a lot of people had an uncle that was really into trains, or you know what I mean? They maybe didn't know. I'm not saying that it's not a thing that's increased, because I've seen it myself, but it's like people just got on with things, I think, instead of stopping and going, this is something that I need to worry about. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I was saying, like, one of the healthiest diets in the world was like eat meat once a week or something like that. It wasn't an everyday thing like it is now. Just living a bit too rich, I think. Right, advanced wiring kit. We need a wiring kit first, which is 2 silver. There's one there. There's one there. Lactose intolerant, is it? Wow, you can get lactose intolerant by I thought it was just something that you weren't, but you can get it from drinking too much milk. Wow. Okay, so we need to make that into an advanced wiring kit. We need a computer chip. Now, I'm sure there was one that we prepared earlier, but possibly not. There we go. Oh no, that's a HUD chip. Okay. So we're going to need table coral, which I don't have, I'm pretty sure. So that we'll need to wait and have a look on the next stream, I think. Because I don't think I stored gin intolerance. I don't mind the gin and tonic, like. Okay, folks, that's just about 11 o'clock here. So we're gonna wind up the stream, and milk is for babies' beers, bro. Thanks very much for joining in, guys. We learned, what did we learn? We learned about the lyrebird. We learned about the greed of the video game industry. We learned some nutrition from Freaker Fury. Just had some chips. Oh man. Yeah, good to see you, man. Thanks very much for checking out what we're up to. I'm sorry that we didn't really didn't get anywhere in the game. I promise this week I will do my homework and get a list together of the things that we're supposed to be doing. That was more of a voyage of getting lost in that new area sort of thing, but we kind of get a bit more familiar with it now. But if we get... So we will do the missions that we can do with the penguin next time. And I think we need to go back and see that Marguerite, because there's something down there that I forgot about. There's something we're supposed to be doing about that tower. Yeah, so thanks a lot for joining in, people, and yeah, hopefully I'm feeling better next week as well, and won't be as hoarse. But yeah, take it easy, have a good weekend. I'll catch you later.